Just imagine you are Naruto when you find yourself in a strange new world, and all you want to do is get back home with your friends for 100 days. On day 1, I appeared in the world of tabs. What am I doing here? This isn't the Leaf Village. I'm Naruto. I don't belong in this world. Where was Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi-sensei? I went to go looking for them when I realized I wasn't alone. Suddenly, I was surrounded by these huge creatures. They were as big as a tree. So big, in fact, that they carried trees as weapons. I tried to fight them, but they were just too big for me. I narrowly dodged each and every attack. I hated to admit it, but I needed to run away. The tree giants were too slow to catch me, and soon I found a place to rest. This world was crazy. How did I get here? And more importantly, how did I get home? I decided to get some sleep to clear my head in one of the nearby tents. On day 2, I awoke in the morning. I was getting pretty hungry, so I decided to scrounge the trees for some food. While munching on an apple, I heard a scream from a girl in the distance, so I dropped my apple and quickly chased after the noise. Maybe somebody needed my help, and maybe they could tell me how I can get out of here. I broke through the tree line and came across a woman with pink hair. It was Sakura, and she was under attack by bandits. I took a step forward to help her, but clearly that wasn't necessary. I probably should have known better, to be honest. Sakura can definitely handle herself. The bandits were no match for her fist, and to be honest, I enjoyed watching. Before long, the bandits ran away in fear. After a while, I stepped out and waved and said hello to Sakura. I'm glad I'm not alone. Naruto, where are we? I told Sakura all about the tree giants I had faced just earlier. We both agreed that it wasn't safe here, so we took off to find some shelter. On days 3 through 5, we traveled this strange world. I wasn't able to find anyone else, but I was happy to have Sakura. At the end of the 5th day, we stumbled upon a small town. I was excited, but I was also cautious. I didn't know if the people were friendly here. We started to walk through the town, and as we turned around a corner, we came face to face with a very strange man. Hey! How's it going?
We're sorry for bumping into you.
That's okay. You wouldn't be the first. Funny thing though, this strange guy just did so earlier, and he kinda looked like you. He looked like us. Which way did he go? The bald man pointed down the road. We quickly thanked our new friend and made our way down the street. We stumbled upon some armed guards surrounding a young kid. It was Sasuke, and it looked like the guards were trying to arrest him. He did not look happy one bit. We tried to save the innocent guards, but we weren't fast enough. Sasuke quickly and efficiently cut them all down. These poor guards never stood a chance. You didn't have to kill them.
It was in self-defense.
Together, the 3 of us left the small town. On days 6 through 12, Sasuke, Sakura, and I continued to run for our lives. The city guards chased us relentlessly, and we fought them off multiple times. Why did they want to capture us so badly? And who were they working for? By the 12th day, we were cold, tired, and hungry. I was beginning to lose hope when we stumbled upon a small farm. Outside the simple house was a very gentle-looking person. With nowhere else to turn, I took the chance, went over, and said hello. Excuse me, can you help us? The man looked at us for a moment before smiling and gesturing into his home. He told us his name was Larry, and he offered us a place to stay with a warm meal. It was nice to have a roof over our heads for a change. We spent the night laughing with Larry, trying to convince him that we came from a different world. I don't think he believed us, but he was polite nonetheless. In the morning, we thanked Larry for his hospitality. He told us about a strange man called the Monkey King. Apparently, he would be able to find more people from our world. Feeling refreshed and full of energy, my friends and I set off for the Dynasty Realm. On days 13 through 20, we traveled to see the Monkey King, and the guards weren't the only thing to attack us along the way. We fought all manner of creatures, including dinosaurs and skeletons. My friends in the Leaf Village were not gonna believe this story. At the end of our long journey, we finally arrived in the Dynasty Realm. The world was very beautiful. I looked at my friend Sakura and pointed to the pink trees with a laugh. I don't think she found my joke very funny. We took one step into the Dynasty Realm when suddenly ninjas appeared all around us. They were stopping us from going any further. What brings you to the Dynasty Realm? We are here to meet the Monkey King. Our friend Larry sent us. The monk gave a knowing smile, and the ninjas split to let us pass. Soon we found ourselves in the presence of the leader of the Dynasty tribe. Welcome, children. I am the Monkey King. What can I do for you? I explained our situation to the Monkey King, and I was shocked when it seemed like he believed us. He was quiet for a short time, and I could feel his spirit energy searching the realm. Suddenly, he opened his eyes, and he looked worried. You are not alone here. There are more of you, and one of them is in grave danger. Come, You must save him. The Monkey King approached us, and he placed his finger on our heads one by one. My world went dark as I was transported far away. On day 21, Sasuke, Sakura, and I found ourselves in a dark and scary realm. I could see an army of skeletons in the distance. They were confronting a tall figure that I recognized. It was Kakashi-sensei, and standing in front of him was a dark skeletal figure cloaked in robes.
You will be a fine addition to my skeleton collection.
Without thinking, we leapt into battle. I had to save Kakashi-sensei. The skeletons were surprisingly weak. Maybe we were getting stronger in this strange land. We fought our way through the army and began attacking the leader. He was very powerful. He swung his scythe as if it weighed nothing. Just when we thought we were about to lose, the skeleton leader exploded with dark energy. Soon after, the rest of the skeletons collapsed and were destroyed. I ran to Kakashi-sensei to make sure he was all right.
I'm fine. I had them right where I wanted them.
Suddenly, Kakashi was scared as he looked behind us. We turned around, ready for battle. But it was not skeletons that we saw. It was an old man.
Greetings, strange visitors. I am the wise old wizard. If you wouldn't mind, I could return us to the Dynasty realm now.
I nodded my head in agreement with the old man. We were trapped in the dark realm anyways, with no way to escape. The old wizard began casting a spell, and soon we were leaving this place. On day 22, we returned to the Dynasty realm. When we arrived, things were in complete chaos. The Monkey King and his men were under attack, and they were fighting these strange blocky creatures. They were green and shaped like rectangles, and they exploded when they died. The wise old wizard led the charge into battle. I had never fought these creatures before, so I did my best to keep my distance. I did not want to be near one when they exploded. Kakashi-sensei, Sakura, and Sasuke made quick work of the green monster, and before long, we were face to face with an exhausted Monkey King.
What are these things, wise old wizard?
The very fabric of reality is clashing together. It's how these children came to this realm. We must find the cause and stop it before it is too late.
The wise old wizard and the Monkey King exchanged a few words, and before long, we set off to find our next missing friend. On days 23 through 33, we traveled the realm of Tabs. We were searching for more of our hidden friends. We found Hinata in the North realm. She had made friends with the local tribespeople. Their leader's name was Bjorn, and he told us a tale of how Hinata had saved his daughter from a den of hungry polar bears. The North leader really seemed to like Hinata. Later, we found Neji standing on top of a big rock, and he was surrounded by raptors. I never thought I would see a real dinosaur in my life, but funny things happen when you're transported to a faraway land. We attacked the raptors with speed, helping Neji off the rock in the process. Hinata was happy to have her cousin back safe and sound. On the final day, we stumbled upon Rock Lee. We found him face to face with a very large creature. I didn't know what to call it, but if I had to name it, I would call it a Titan. Rock Lee fought hard, and he seemed like he was gonna win, but he was losing ground. We leapt into battle, and together we defeated the Titan. We defeated it by slicing a kunai across the back of its neck. No other method seemed to destroy this creature. On days 34 through 38, we were on the run. I was happy to be reunited with my friends, but we were being pursued by the city guards once more. They chased us all across the realm of Tabs, and again, I was so confused. Why were they chasing us? We'd left their city months ago. Finally, I'd had enough, and I stopped fighting and faced their leader. What do you want with us? Their leader was surprised, but he answered quickly.
We are under orders from the king to bring you in alive.
The wise old wizard was shocked. He told me that there wasn't supposed to be a king in these lands, that apparently the last evil king was defeated some time ago. We agreed to go with the soldiers and left to meet this new king. On days 39 through 44, we were escorted by the soldiers to the realm that once belonged to the evil King Philip. The wise old wizard was strangely quiet during this time. He was lost in deep thought. On the last day, we arrived at the base of a large castle. This thing was huge! It was as big as the Hokage rock back in the Leaf Village. I noticed the small army waiting for us there at the entrance, and standing at the back, right by the door, was clearly the new king. The old wizard busted out of his deep thought and cracked a huge smile at the new king.
Look at you! The last I saw you, you were just a boy. Now, you're a man.
The old wizard told us a story of a young boy who grew up to be the savior of the people. It was this young man who vanquished the evil King Philip, and now the kingdom belonged to him. The young king greeted us and welcomed us to his home. On day 45, we enjoyed the hospitality of the new king. We ate and drank and enjoyed the music of a very odd man named Benny. The king told us everything he learned about the colliding of the realms. He spoke of strange creatures spreading across the land, attacking villages and tribespeople people with a bandit. He talked about magical portals that would appear, bringing powerful strangers to the Tap's realm. Yet no matter how hard I look, I can't figure out who is causing all these portals to appear. The wise old wizard had a sudden idea.
I can think of one being that could do something like this.
We thanked the new king for his hospitality and followed the wise old wizard out into the wilderness. On days 46 through 54, we traveled far and wide, and every single day it felt like new and strange creatures would come to attack us. The portals continued to open, pouring out terrifying creations. We were running out of time. Finally, after a very long journey, we traveled under a bridge of earth and came to a strange door.
What you are about to see may be frightening. You can trust me.
The wise old wizard began casting a spell, and suddenly we were in a realm of darkness. The door was gone, and I could feel an evil presence emanating from the cave. My friends and I entered, hoping this wouldn't be the last time we would see daylight. On day 55, we entered the Tab's evil realm. Inside was a world too dark and terrible to imagine. After a short walk, we stumbled upon a powerful-looking demon. To his right stood that cloaked skeletal figure we had fought before. I immediately stood on my guard, prepared to fight, but the wise old wizard told us to remain calm. He approached the visage of death and the demon, and together they had a hushed and quiet conversation. I couldn't make out much of it, but I heard a strange name, and that name was Vulcan. The wise old wizard turned around, and his face was drawn in sorrow.
This skeleton here is Mr. Death himself, and he has confirmed my greatest fear.
The wise old wizard told us the story of the evil Vulcan, and how a man named One Punch Man had apparently destroyed him. However, the arbiter of death, Mr. Death himself, confirms his soul never reached the evil realm. Vulcan was still alive, and apparently the cause of the realms colliding. On days 56 through 66, we traveled back to the Dynasty realm. We needed to see the Monkey King, but I couldn't believe how difficult the journey was. The portals continued to open, and out of them poured all manner of creatures. The whole world had become a battleground of many different dimensions. We finally arrived to a heavily guarded and defended Dynasty realm. It felt like every single person that could hold a sword was set to defend this area, and the Monkey King seemed like he had aged 10 years since we last saw him. Yet no matter his strength, he was not ready to hear this news.
I thought Vulcan was destroyed by the One Punch Man.
The look on the wise old wizard's face was all he needed to hear, and the Monkey King used his soul energy to search out and find Vulcan.
I have found him. He still lives.
We spent day 67 inside the Dynasty realm. I needed a little time to myself to think. I didn't know who these people were, and I didn't belong in this world. All I knew was that it was Vulcan who brought us into this world, and Vulcan who could get us out again. I left my spot to think and found Kakashi-sensei talking to Sakura and Sasuke. They were formulating a battle plan when I approached.
Naruto, we have to find this Vulcan. He's the key to all of this.
I completely agreed with Sakura and went to find the Monkey King in conversation with the wise old wizard. I told them of our plan to face Vulcan, and the Monkey King shook his head.
It's impossible to find him. Your best bet is to lure him out to find you.
The wise old wizard told me the best place to lure him out, so I grabbed my friends and we set off for the desert. On days 68 through 75, we journeyed through the realms to find the Great Pyramid. Along the way, we encountered these strange creatures. They were short and smooth and had all sorts of different colors. I had to be honest though, they were pretty easy to fight. They didn't have much in the way of weapons. At the end of our journey, I had found the Great Pyramid. Show yourself, Vulcan! Suddenly, a man in black armor appeared behind us. We were in the fight of our lives. He was strong, and one by one, my friends were being defeated.
You are weak. Weak! You are not even worth my time.
I struggled to stand as we pulled ourselves together. Vulcan had left us alive, and I had no idea why. On days 76 through 83, we returned to the Dynasty realm completely defeated. I told the wise old wizard all about our fight with Vulcan, and he just shook his head.
He left you alive because he wants you to become stronger.
That man is only obsessed with battle.
Suddenly, Kakashi-sensei's eyes lit up with an idea.
That's why he's opening these dimensional portals. He's searching for the strongest opponent.
The Monkey King suddenly pointed right at me.
He has the power in him. I can feel it. Some powerful beast lies dormant within him.
I was completely shocked. This man could sense the Nine-Tails Fox within me. The wise old wizard nodded knowingly.
then I know just the way to pull it out.
On days 84 through 94, the wise old wizard and the Monkey King put me through a rigorous spiritual training program. I needed to attune myself to my soul and the Nine-Tails Fox within me. During this time, the portals opened more frequently across the land, as all the people of the Tabs realm fought for their very survival. The North tribe fought amongst the snow, the Western tribe fought amongst the dirt and the sand, even the Good tribe fought in the heavens above. We were definitely running out of time. At the end of the 94th day, my training was complete.
I will now send you to the Hall of Judgment. There you must face and defeat the enemy within you. If you do, your inner power will be unlocked to its maximum.
I said goodbye to my friends, to Kakashi Sensei, and to the wise old wizard and the Monkey King as I was sent to the Hall of Judgment. On day 95, I entered the Hall of Judgment, and inside was a skeleton with a blue shirt. He seems an odd fellow, but otherwise looked completely harmless. Suddenly he leapt into action, using his Gaster Blaster and summoning bones. I took the energy blast head on, and I wasn't able to survive. Or at least, I thought I did. Time seemed to reset, and suddenly I felt a little bit more powerful. I didn't give up, and I started the fight over and over. Each time I would die to the energy blast, and each time I would come back feeling stronger than before. Over and over this would happen, and eventually I lost all track of time. And then, after what felt like an eternity, I came back in my final form. This bony little demon was no match for my power now. I ignored the Gaster Blast, and I ignored the bones, and eventually I defeated the blue sweatered bone guy. I returned to my friends, and I looked completely different. I had become one with the Nine-Tails Fox inside me. I was very powerful now, and I was ready to face Vulcan. On days 96 through 99, I returned to the sand and the pyramid. The journey was much quicker now. My new powers sped me along through every single dimensional army I faced. Nothing was going to stand between me and my enemy Vulcan. On day 100, I stood once more at the foot of the Great Pyramid. This time, Vulcan was there waiting for me. Stop opening these portals and send us all home.
Not until I get a taste of this new power of yours.
Vulcan waved his hand, and suddenly we were teleported to a new realm of darkness filled with glowing neon light. Vulcan tried to surprise me once more with an attack, but this time I was ready for him. Nothing this evil man could do could hurt me anymore. I was so strong now, so very strong. Vulcan tried to slash me, but I dodged his attacks. This time I was quicker. This time I was stronger. I was one with the Nine-Tails Fox this time. And soon enough, Vulcan was overmatched and defeated. I beat Vulcan. I was gonna send us all home.